Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Taipei City Hall. Thank you for joining us today on such short notice. As you may know, Taipei City is a member of the Pact of Free Cities, and we are working with partner cities to provide practical aid for Ukraine on the ground. You will be hearing more about that from the mayor in a moment. But there are no words to describe the unfathomable and unjustifiable pain that the people of Ukraine is going through right now. We understand that in times of crisis, when the democratic values that we hold universal is under attack, an expression of solidarity is also incredibly important. So we have with us today the Mayor of Taipei City,柯文哲, and he will be giving us a few words.
Representative Philip Grigorjewski of the European Economic and Trade Office, member of the Diplomatic Corps, my Ukrainian friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of Taipei City Government, I would like to extend my warmest welcome to you all for attending this event in expressing our support to Ukraine, a free and independent state. On the 24th of February, the Russian government launched an unexpected and unprovoked war aggression against Ukraine, causing heavy losses to innocent life and property. As the mayor of Taipei City, which is a member city of the Pact of the Free Cities, I join 22 other mayors of the Pact in condemning President Putin's armed aggression against Ukraine. This invasion not only poses a serious threat to the peace and the stability of Europe, but also has a significant impact on global security. As of today, the number of refugees entering neighboring countries from Ukraine has exceeded 1 million. This number will exceed 4 million if tensions continue to escalate. According to United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, I want to offer our resources and support to the people of Ukraine to stand in solidarity with them in the fight for freedom and democracy. The city government will seek financial resources to help deal with this crisis, and I will personally be contributing $100,000 as aid for the people of Ukraine. Inside the City Hall, I believe you saw a large panel in the colors of Ukrainian flag. I invite you to write down messages of support for the beautiful country of Ukraine. Unity and solidarity among people who share our democratic values is all the more important in the time of crisis like this one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor Ko. And in attendance today, we also have Commissioner for External Affairs, Ambassador Tom Zhou, as well as various representatives from foreign offices in Taiwan. And we are all here for a mutual cause, to show the Ukrainian community that we are committed to a free world, to supporting peace and security however we can. So now, Taipei City would like to invite Mr. Philip Cherkachevsky, head of the European Economic and Trade Office, to give a short address.
Thank you very much. Mayor Ko, thank you very much for this opportunity for all of us to meet here, to express our solidarity with Ukraine. it's not only the Taiwanese who came here, not only the diplomats, but Ukrainians who live in Taiwan, who came to join you, to join Taipei City in this very special event for solidarity. The events in Ukraine have really shocked us all, and I'm speaking here as a diplomat, but I'm also speaking as a European, as a Pole. It's something that has been unseen in Europe for decades, and this attack on Ukraine is an attack on all of us, on Europeans, on people who believe in democracy, on people who believe in living in peace. So the entire European security and the international order, as we know it, is now being threatened. Russia's actions are a clear and flagrant violation of international law and the core principles on which the international rules-based order is built. There was a vote in the General Assembly of the United Nations yesterday which proved that the world is united in defending the values that we live in, and in defending peace, and in standing by Ukraine. We believe that this is a moment for the international community to show unity in defense of democracy and the rule of law. And the voice of reason needs to be heard and needs to raise above the sound of guns and bombs. That's why events such as this are so important. And thank you very much again, Mayor Kha. We appreciate Taipei's initiative and thank all of you who came today to support Ukraine and Europe in this historical moment. We've been calling on the international community, including Taiwan, to demand from Russia the immediate end of this aggression, which endangers peace and security at a global scale. So it's not only a European affair, it is a threat to the global peace. And it's causing death and it's causing suffering to innocent people. Being a Pole, let me share with you what I see in Poland, in my country. I see people who have mobilized among themselves to help those refugees from Ukraine. And there are some 400,000 of refugees who already crossed the border. 400,000. It's mostly women and children. And it's incredibly emotional when you see women with a little backpack and holding in one hand one child, another child holding by another hand, crossing the border having nothing. And it's not only Ukrainians, it's also other nationals, including Taiwanese, who have been trapped by this unexpected war. And they are being helped by Europeans who are there, right at the border. And now they are also being helped by other nations, including by Taiwan, by Taipei City. So this is a very important gesture of solidarity. Thank you. And at the European Union level, we are mobilizing our tools to preserve a free, democratic and sovereign Ukraine. We have adopted unprecedented sanctions. This has never happened before. That the European Union or any other entity would come up with such a strong package of sanctions. We are a group of democracies, so it takes time. It takes luckily days or even hours, but still it takes time for democracies to decide. But now we have a package which is unprecedented, that will block Kremlin-linked disinformation machine and that will help Ukraine, we hope, including with weapons. Josep Borrell, the top diplomat, the High Representative of the European Union, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, said that we have probably advanced more in building a geopolitical Europe in 1 week than we did in several years. This is for a good cause. This is to support, to protect people who are Europeans, exactly like those who live in the European Union, same people. And it's been an impulse for our stronger action. So what we see today is a proof of solidarity in this fight for freedom and democracy, and I'm happy that also from Taipei, a good friend of many cities in Europe, welcomes solidarity, and I wanted to thank personally Mayor Ke for being there with people of Ukraine. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative Sokołowski. And finally, we have Vadim Komisar, who is a Ukrainian in Taipei, and he will be saying a few words on behalf of his community.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for your support in this tragic time for my country and for my people. On behalf of the Ukrainian community in Taiwan, I also express my gratitude to Mayor Ko and Taipei City government for this strong show of solidarity. What exactly Russia is doing? There is one short answer to that: an inhumane crime against Ukrainian people. We have descended from those who survived the 1932 Holodomor genocide of the Ukrainian people, and once again, Russia came to our land to inflict the pain. NATO did not let Ukraine join them for so long because they did not want to fight for us. But now Ukraine is fighting for whole of Europe, alone, but with more and more help every day. We all know that at this moment, Ukraine is not only fighting against Russia, but also against armies of Belarus and Chechnya. We see how those dictators stick together because they know that alone, one by one, they will fall. The courage and bravery that my people are showing today pose a question: what else we are waiting for? We all understand that no one will want to lose their lives far away from home trying to defend someone else's country. But we can fight in another way. First of all, we need to stop all kind of business with Russia. We all see that Russian regime is dangerous and aggressive. If they cannot live in peace and respect toward others, they must be isolated. Please do not invest in regime that bring devastation and death to my people. Secondly, please support our brave army. They are our main hope right now. We need support with weapons, ammunition, and donation. Additionally, NATO nations, we need your active involvement. Help us protect the sky above Ukraine, because Russian jets and rockets are doing the most damage. We know that NATO nations can do it, and we urge you to stop waiting for more people to die. Lastly, we ask you to help relieve the horrible humanitarian crisis that this war is creating in Ukraine right now. We see how cruel our invaders are. They have no mercy for anybody. They shoot at civilians, residential buildings, hospitals, and schools. We need as much support as possible to deliver medical aids and food affected areas across Ukraine. I believe in our victory. We all believe in our army's capacity to defend us and in our people's willingness to live. But your support can help us to put an end to this as soon as possible and to avoid even more victims. Please hear us, believe in us, and support us. We see what you are already doing, and we thank our partners in Taiwan, Europe, and the whole world for the steps they have already taken. But we believe that we can do much more. Thank you. One more thing I forgot to put in my speech, but it's also so important. Russia is strong only in one way, only in one thing. misinformation, fakes, and propaganda. We ask the social media to stop sharing the fakes. Believe in us, don't believe them. We talk about this 8 years already, the war in Ukraine, 8 years. But the Europe didn't know who to believe because the fakes and propaganda is so strong. But right now we're seeing the truth. Please believe in us. Stop sharing the fakes. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Vadim.